Oh, you can't see me. Alright, I gotta pull up my YouTube. Hopefully nothing goes wrong with this stream. Because my map has been acting slow. Okay.
Claritin relieves symptoms from over 200 indoor and outdoor.
What is going on? Trying to see. Oh, and the cameras. Okay. Alright. Am I good? Am I position right? Oh my god. Let me close the blinds. See, that will help. No? Guys, hold on. I'm trying to figure out something. Hello, Hunter the Streak. Welcome to the stream. Alright, now I gotta wait. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm doing good, Daniel Soto. How are you? I'm good. That's good to hear. No. Nope, you're not getting me copyrighted. Nope, I'm sorry. Hey guys, I'm doing good. That's good to hear. I'm trying to pull up the stream, but the computer is acting so slow. Why the hell did I spend $1,000 on this MacBook, bro? If it's gonna act slow on me. How's life, my man? My life is good. It's going good. How about yours? Okay, now can I pull up the stream? I can. Okay, now I'm just waiting on. New Women's Champion Thunder Rosa. Yes. Champion Thunder Rosa. Yes. Okay, we're sync. All right, we're good. Don't really have much time, so we're gonna give everybody 5 minutes to come in, and then we'll get straight into it. Let me fix this. Hold up. Oh crap! Now it's great. All right, we're good. Okay, now I'm good. I'm gonna need to fix these. It's daylight savings, and to be honest, I really like it that it's daylight savings out there, so it doesn't get dark till 7 o'clock my time. That steel cage match was a good match, yes. Okay, now we're looking pretty. Okay, now it's getting better. That was better. Make sure. God, this computer's gonna act slow on me. Do you have a favorite superhero character? Yes, Spider-Man. Spider-Man, the Joker, Hulk. Alright. That's cool, yeah. Oops. Hold up. Ooh, we got some another breaking news. Hold on. We got some breaking news. Hold on, let me pull it up. Thankfully, it came out. Thankfully, it came out before I went in. The breaking news is going to be saved for last. And I know it's AEW related, so y'all are going to be very happy for all my... Whoa. You can't go into too much. No. Save it for last. Save it. My boy Alex, how's life today? How's life today, brother? How's the family? Both are good. Life's good and my family's good. Thank you for asking. Favorite cartoon? I would say Phineas and Ferb. Sometimes I would watch Rugrats, Hey Arnold, the Boondocks. Yeah. Alright. What's up, Alex? What is up, Khalil Polk? Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. Same to you, Daniel Soto. I don't celebrate holidays, but yeah. Thank you, though. All right, let's just get into it. Welcome to the stream. Mine's back at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, what's that other show called? It was on Nickelodeon. Oh, Planet Sheen. I believe that was the name of it. So yeah. All right. That's what I was saying. Okay. Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing on this lovely Thursday afternoon? Alice, I'm still on Thunder Rosa High. Yeah. Yeah, man. I still have chills from that steel cage match last night, by the way. So yeah. Welcome to the stream on this lovely Thursday afternoon. We got some news to cover. We got some news on Killer Kross. We got news on William Regal. We got news on Wrestlemania, Jay Briscoe. Who else? We got some news on Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn. WWE is going to the UK for a big event. WWE announces the latest Performance Center class with some familiar names. Finn Balor reveals why he was away from WWE earlier this year, why he missed the Royal Rumble. I'm pretty sure he'll get into that. The Undertaker turning down a WWE Hall of Fame induction after he lost to Brock Lesnar. Thunder Rosa on winning the AEW Women's World Title. And then we got an update on AEW, and I'm pretty sure everybody is going to be in for this fun update that I'm about to give you guys. It's going to be really fun, and I can't really give you guys, I want to save it for the end, but without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. Really, Alex, JD make a video today you always follow. First of all, I have planned on making a video. That was always in the plan. And my videos are live. I don't know why y'all think this. Okay. Like I don't do NXT, so I do news on Tuesday and then I do news on Thursday. Is there a problem with that? If JD make a video, let me make a video also. First of all, there's times where I made videos before JD. Like, oh my God. If I support the guy, then all of a sudden y'all, you know we don't agree on the same things, right? We don't. I don't know what's the problem here. Like, everybody in the community makes news videos majority of the time. Like, I don't get it. And plus, we all have different opinions on the same topics. We don't agree with each other on the same topics. So what's the problem? Legitimately, like, what's the problem? Like, we both criticize WWE. I criticize AEW. I play fair to both companies. Like, what is the problem? Legitimately, what is the problem? Is my question. Okay. Yeah, stop. Wow, okay. Even though I'm not like him, but okay. Okay. You know what? Let's move on. I was calm down. I got some news on Killer Kross. Former WWE NXT champion Killer Kross is set to make his New Japan Pro Wrestling debut at the Lone Star Shootout event in Dallas on April 1st. As seen below, Kross's New Japan Pro Wrestling debut was announced on social media Tuesday with a video where he can be seen attacking unnamed trainees at a gym. Kross then explained he earned his name with his accomplishments both in and out the ring before declaring that his new beginning starts in Dallas. Kross then proceeded to call out New Japan Pro Wrestling legend Minoru Suzuki by name and in the video with his TikTok catchphrase. Since its WWE release last November, Kross has worked several MLW events and a handful of independent dates. Last weekend, he wrestled at a Warrior Wrestling event in Indianapolis, Indiana. As it is writing, the Kross vs. Suzuki match has yet to be made official. It most likely was made official, but we'll keep you updated because they just posted it on their Instagram and stuff like that. So yeah, Killer Kross, man, I'm really happy to see Killer Kross. You know, man, he's doing. Very happy to see him doing good. You know, outside of WWE, and he's finding success in MLW. He's coming to New Japan. You know, any company that gets Killer Kross, which likely New Japan landed him in MLW, so he's probably working both promotions in the indies. You're going to be in for a fun ride, you know? You have Killer Kross on your roster, so I'm happy for Killer Kross. Don't know when we see Scarlett. Not in a wrestling role, but in a manager role. I wish Scarlett can... Hopefully I'll see Scarlett managing him, you know. Hey, the app was very good in Impact. Not gonna lie, the app was very good. And Scarlett and Killer Kross are not coming back to Impact. They're not because of what happened. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they wanted more money. Scott D'Amore and his management team couldn't give it to him. I heard something going on with Don Callis while Don Callis was working over there, and it was just all over the place. So yeah, who cares? Wrestling is fake. Get the fuck out the chat. I'm serious. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not fucking playing. Get out the chat. Get out. Enjoy the stream or get out. I'm dead serious. Okay, moving on. I'm sorry. It's just you sit back, you enjoy the stream. You sit back, you just sit back and enjoy the stream. If you don't want to watch the stream, get out. I swear. Don't ruin the fun for other people, man. That's trying to tune in. When Regal was told he needed an amputation or had 24 hours to live. We got some news on William Regal. AEW's William Regal recently spoke with Talkers Jericho in an emotional interview where he opened up about his health issues. Regal revealed how one doctor saved his life by noticing a particular situation during a scan that needed to be looked at. In quotation, he said, they sent me for a scan because my legs were swelling, and they do a scan of my abdomen. Luckily, again, fortunately for me, there is a cardiologist in the room. He said, and this lady saved my life. She went, hang on a minute, there's something above that. That doesn't look right. But they couldn't scan there because you've already been injected. You can only do one. I go back Monday. Hold on, I'll answer your question in a minute, my guy. I go back Monday, I get a scan that I never had before. Some type of scan. I go back Monday, I went home. Within an hour of me being in the house, my cardiologist called me saying, I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry. I am going, why? He said, we should have thought of this years ago. He's telling me all of these things, it doesn't pick up on a regular scan. William Regal then revealed what the doctor told him. The former NXT general manager was given just 6 months to live, which was due to a serious issue with his heart. The sack around it had calcified around, causing him a major problem. He said, you probably got less than 6 months to live. What had happened was this sack around my heart had completely calcified. It looked like a goose egg. It was completely constricted. It just had grown into a solid lump of rock, he claimed. I have the picture which I can show you, where they cut me open and he's rapping on this goose egg with a scalpel. It's going tap, tap, tap. Then 3 hours later, you can see where he's peeled it all off. You can see a completely beating heart. If they didn't take this off now, I would have 6 months ago. Holy crap. Another major health issue that William Regal had to go through took place after that because he ended up with sepsis. This resulted in the doctors planning to amputate one of his legs. However, by good fortune, a doctor overheard the situation and ended up helping him. I thought I was going to die. It was really bad. He admitted it was January 4th. Somehow I got sepsis in my leg. Again, this is all the things that happened to me. Something gets me through this stuff. My wife gets a call 3 o'clock in the morning. He got sepsis in his leg. We are going to cut his leg off, and he's probably got 24 hours to live if we don't. It's like madness. The doctor who was looking after me, his wife was a doctor. She was on call. She overheard because they're not allowed to talk to each other about cases. She overheard a conversation that there's a fella who had I can't pronounce the word. Which again, when I was in the hospital, it was like the Elephant Man. If you ever seen that movie, they were bringing people in all the time to look at me. I am like creamed. All these doctors were coming in to stare at me because you don't see this thing, right? So she heard this and called her husband at home, woke him up and said, they're about to chop his leg off. He called them and said, inject them with this. They weren't going to do it. They were going to chop my leg off. That worked and saved my leg. Regal then recalled the moment he knew things would change. Something just switched inside of him and he knew that he was going to be fine. This led to him pushing to get himself out of the hospital. I am lying in the hospital bed. Now, when you have open heart surgery, it's pretty painful. On top of all these other things, right? So 2 days before the NXT UK show from Blackpool, where Walter debuted, I am in the hospital and something in my brain just went click. And I thought I'm going to be okay. I don't know what it was. Something just went, you're going to be okay. Then it was just for the next 2 weeks trying to get out of the hospital because if you're in the hospital, I hate to say as wonderful as people are, you're going to stay sick. You need to get out and get yourself healthy if you know how to. And that was the end of it. And then I got another. I think the story continues, and Rhea Regal talked about how he had like 40% vision in his left eye, and he was like saying everything is gray. So I'm gonna read that once that pulls up. Regal recalled going under neck surgery that was supposed to take 1 hour. However, he ended up learning that he had a baseball-sized lump of calcified jelly that took the doctors 4 hours to sort. In quotation, he said, so it's supposed to be an hour. This is the first one for the front to go in. I wake up and my wife is sat by my bed. I say, what time is it? I look at the clock and it says 6 o'clock. She said, you were in there for 4 hours. Then Dr. Maroon comes in and he looks like he runs a marathon. He started to explain. He said, if I know what it was, I would have gone straight in the back. We are going to have eventually go right in the back. He's saying all these things to me and I'm going, wait, what? I'm still trying to come out of this haze, right? Eventually, I find out, they open me up and find out why my MRI looks so bad. Is you can't see it on an MRI. I have got a huge, big baseball-sized ball of calcified jelly stuff holding my neck together. It has been like that. And after talking probably from that match with Steamboat, William Regal then revealed another health issue that he went through. This took place during a trip to Costa Rica with WWE, and that saw him fall down an escalator, smashing his face, and suffering 3 weeks of amnesia. Damn. Man, by the grace of God, man, I'm glad William Regal is still here. We should be all glad. I get off the plane, I'm feeling a little bit dizzy, but not bad. And just so anybody knows, no drinking, no anything before anybody might think. This is all things with my heart. As soon as you come off the plane, it's like a rush of people trying to get down one escalator. You know how people just start pushing? I got my roll-on, carry-on bag and it's on wheels. This is what I think happened. I just remember being on top of the escalator. This is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to watch a South American wrestling tournament for 3 days or something. I get off the plane, feel a bit not quite right. I go with the bag, and all I can remember is it felt like something caught the wheel on the rubber thing. Next thing I feel is smash, and that's all I can remember. I fell forward, I fell down the escalator. Luckily, I hit the rubber rail. It completely shattered my left eye socket, knocked me out. Luckily, Ryan Katz heard the commotion and come and found me because I had 3 weeks of amnesia after that. I have no idea what happened. Amnesia wasn't the only problem he dealt with at the time. Regal also ended up losing 40% of vision in his eye, which is something he hasn't gotten back. He then had 3 weeks, which he can't remember at all. I was in the hospital for a week in Costa Rica. I shattered my eye socket. Had 3 weeks of amnesia and lost 40% vision in my left eye, which I still haven't gotten. Everything is great, he added. I can see, but it's all great. Head injury, finally they got me back home, and I was doing some pretty mental things. Unfortunately, my wife had to go through. No clue what I was doing. I have no recollection of the next 3 weeks, but doing some really mental things. That 3 weeks in itself is a full show of insanity. Again, me nearly bleeding to death at one point, losing 2 pints of blood. Regal also put over what WWE did for him, getting him to one of the top places for brain injuries in the world. He then breathes through the treatments that were put out in front of him. Again, WWE is weird because I am here now. But WWE got me into it because it was a brain injury. The Shepherd Center in Atlanta. There's 3 top places in the world, and the Shepherd Center is one of them for brain injuries. That's the one in America. He said, poor people would have to wait for years to get into there. They got me in there, and I felt bad about it. Because there were people in there that needed it, and I didn't feel like I did. But I was in there. Then they recommended that I had all these treatments, but I breezed through all these treatments in 6 weeks. I had to learn how to balance all these things, but at the same time, my legs were swelling up worse. And that was it. That's all William Regal said. I'm sure he said more in his Talk Is Jericho podcast. You can go listen to it if you want to. I think I'll listen to it tonight for a little bit. But, I'm really glad William Regal is still here with us today in this wrestling world. And like, you just imagine, bro, like, we already lost Scott Hall this week, and we potentially could have been, saying R.I.P. to William Regal, God rest his soul. And I'm glad, we don't have to say that. I'm glad the guy is okay. He's still living. This guy was in the hospital fighting for his life. And by the grace of God, he's still living. God kept him here for a reason. To continue what he loves doing best. Got the younger talent, scout talent, and just teach the young talent, everything, So, by the grace of God, we should all of us, are thankful that we and Regal is still here. We love him. And yeah, moving on. Oh, someone asked me a question. What do you think about Pete Dunne's name changing to Butch? I hate it, to be honest. Yes, I agree with you. Okay. Jay Briscoe. Jay Briscoe apologizes again for past homophobic slurs. It was stupid. Jay Briscoe is once again apologizing for using homophobic slurs in the past. In an interview with the Battleground podcast, the former Ring of Honor World Champion called his past remarks stupid, apologized once more for making them, and said that he and his brother Mark Briscoe loved everybody. And he went on the same quotation. I want to say thank you to the people who really know we get labeled as homophobes, Briscoe said. I put out a stupid tweet 9 years ago, the most dumbest, immature, obnoxious shit I ever done. I don't want anybody from any walk of life to feel like they can't care for the Briscoes, because I promise we love everybody. We love everybody, and we just want to go out there and be pro wrestlers and give the best match we can. I said some dumb shit a long time ago. I apologize for it, and I'll apologize for it again. It was stupid. I feel like now there are people who look at us like we can't cheer for them because they hate a certain group of people. We don't hate anybody. We love everybody. We're just some country boys. I thought I was taking a stand for the Lord back in the day. Jay Briscoe's apology comes days after a report suggested that Warner Media was against AEW signing the Briscoe brothers due to their past use of homophobic slurs. Mark Briscoe, who joined his brother on the podcast, chimed in with his thoughts on the matter. You realize that from that immaturity, that's not what you were doing, because anything, God and the Lord, he has loved above anything. Mark Briscoe said, that card trumps anything else. What you thought you were doing, taking a stand for the Lord, was counterproductive to the kingdom of God, not only to being a human being and relating with other humans that we live with and love. Jay Briscoe did admit later that his past comments had likely led to fans labeling him and his brother in a certain way. He wanted to assure fans that was not the case and that the duo had grown since his past remarks. I feel like people label us in a certain way, Jay Briscoe says. Trust me, we're not like that. And this is coming from Fightful.com. My personal opinion, I think Trey Miguel should recruit in Bullet Club. He has that Prince Devitt style of wrestling, which is what we need. I can see that. Jay Briscoe's and Mark loves everyone. They actually have black cousins, so I don't know why people are saying stuff now. Yeah, man. Fuck this cancel culture shit, man. This was some shit that he said 9 years ago. Almost 10. He came out, he apologized, you know. I don't know why this popped back up all of a sudden. Look, the guy was, that was some immature shit. That was fucked up what he said nine years ago. Get over it. 9 years ago, man. Come on. Like, seriously. He apologized. Majority of us accepted his apology and moved on. And go out to do what they do best, and that's become pro wrestlers. They're one of the best tag teams in the industry. And it's really crazy that Ring of Honor and AEW wants them, but Warner Media is stopping them. But to be honest, the Briscoes don't need AEW. They just had a match with the Hardy Boys in the Indies. They just had a match with the Lucha Bros last week. And I think somebody else had to replace Phoenix because Phoenix still wasn't clear, but they still put on a banger, and now they're the House of Glory Tag Team Champions, and they just had a match with the Hardys. I don't know if they won or not. I heard FTR and the Briscoes trying to get a match on the Indies, so since they can't do it in AEW, you know, maybe Santana and Ortiz, they can do that stuff on the Indies. If the Briscoes come to Impact Wrestling, I would love to see the Briscoes versus OGK. Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. I would love to see that match again. I would love it. The Briscoes are fighting the Good Brothers during WrestleMania weekend. The Briscoes versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack. They're a tag team. So that's really crazy, man. 9 years ago, bro, and people are still on that. Like, the dude apologized. At least he apologized. At least Marty Scurll came out and said something. You know? Tessa Blanchard never came out and said something. She never apologized. Are people willing to give Tessa Blanchard a second chance? Yes. Some people will. Maybe not. But if Tessa Blanchard comes out and apologizes, I don't know how it comes off as. Yeah, look at Tessa Blanchard. She hasn't came out and apologized for what she did. Granted, the incident happened 3 years ago. You know, but if she just comes out and apologizes, bro, I swear, maybe fans will forgive her, maybe fans won't. And then she put out a shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, I believe, a couple months ago called Nuclear Heat, which she shouldn't have done, in my honest opinion. But if Tessa Blanchard comes out and apologizes, then are y'all willing to give her a second chance? That's on y'all. That's on y'all. The Velveteen Dream situation. Velveteen Dream is not going to wrestle again. His pro wrestling career is over. You know, I heard some people saying innocent till proven guilty. You know? But this cancel culture shit is just, it's just fucked up. And then people trying to cancel John Cena for calling Taiwan a country or something like that. Wasn't people trying to cancel John Cena? Jesus Christ! It just shows that social media, man, it just ruins everything. In my honest opinion, I don't like social media. If people got off Twitter, if people got off Instagram for one day, this world will be in a better place. 10, 15, 20 years ago, there was no Twitter, there was no Snapchat, there was no Instagram. Everything was in a better place 15, 20 years ago. Dave Chappelle. I believe people try to cancel Dave Chappelle, and he can't even be a comedian. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Really. All right, WrestleMania 38 news. WWE makes the WrestleMania 38 lineup change. Kickoff pre-show start times revealed. WWE has confirmed that there will be a 2-hour WrestleMania 38 kickoff pre-shows, one for each night. The WrestleMania 38 kickoff pre-show is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m. Eastern on night 1 and night 2. The kickoffs will run for 2 hours until the main card begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock my time. There is no word yet on who will be featured on the kickoff panels or what matches will take place on the kickoff, but we will keep you updated. In more news on the WrestleMania 38 card, WWE is no longer has AJ Styles versus WWE Hall of Famer Edge assigned to a Pacific night. The match was previously announced for WrestleMania Sunday, but now it is once again listed for night 1 or night 2. AJ is returning to Raw this coming Monday to continue the feud with Edge, so we should find out then if the bout will air during night 1 or night 2. More preferably, I prefer night 2. Out of the 12 matches slash segments announced for WrestleMania 38, only 2 have not been assigned to a night. AJ versus Edge and the Street Profits vs. Raw Tag Team Champions RK Bro. WrestleMania 38 will take place on April 2nd and April 3rd from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. First of all, why are we getting I don't like these 2-hour kickoff shows. I don't. 1 hour, I don't mind, but 2 hours? WrestleMania starts at 7 o'clock my time. The show is most likely going to run till almost 11. And then you got a 2-hour pre-show on top of that. The pre-show starts at 5 p.m. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 5-6 hours of wrestling in one night. And 12, 13 hours in total in 2 days. Plus you got the NXT show stacked on top of it. So that's 15 hours in total. Come on. 1 hour pre-shows. We don't need 2 hours of a kickoff show. Keep it at 1 hour. And they used to do that until now. I don't like these kickoff shows at 2 hours. No. That is way too much. Have the pre-show at 1 hour, and then the main card starts at 7 o'clock p.m. Alice last Monday night, Raw after airing off, Raw after went off the air. Seth Rollins went viral from turning babyface. So I don't know if he did it for the fans or not. Yeah, I did see a clip of that. I don't know if Rollins is going babyface. I won't be surprised if they do pull the trigger and have Rollins turn babyface. But hey, that's just me. And this guy still hasn't. Seth Rollins has nothing to do for WrestleMania. And WrestleMania is in 2 weeks. What is Seth Rollins doing for WrestleMania? Come on, 2 weeks away from one of the biggest shows of the year, and you have nothing for this guy. You have no creative direction for this guy. And rumors is, it's Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. You don't even know if Cody Rhodes is showing up. You don't even know if he's showing up. Alice Revolution was the real WrestleMania, and we are getting part 2, WrestleMania Double or Nothing. Yeah. Double or Nothing is almost sold out, by the way. Low key, they're kind of sold out, to be honest. But yeah. Johnny. More WWE news. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn was not in original plans for WrestleMania. Let me look at the chat, making sure. Okay, we're good. I'm caught up on the chat. Ricochet doesn't have anything for WrestleMania, and he's the Intercontinental Champion. You got the Intercontinental Champion on SmackDown, and yet you have nothing for this guy. What is he doing at WrestleMania? Like, seriously, what is the guy doing? Sami Zayn is scheduled to have a high-profile match at WrestleMania 38 against Jackass star Johnny Knoxville. Zayn says he was not expecting to be in this position weeks ago, but things changed after it became apparent that WWE fans were getting behind Knoxville. I don't think this was ever the plan for WrestleMania. Zayn told the Dallas Morning News, I think he was here doing some stuff for Jackass Forever, doing the Royal Rumble and promoting his movie, and that's all well and good. Then he showed up here on SmackDown, and I'm going to say this. I don't like him, I have a problem with him, and I'm going to beat him up. Obviously staying in character, because he's a heel. So let me just get that out of the way, because I'm about to say something kind of nice about him. WWE's top conspiracy theorist Sami Zayn continue on about what it has been like to share WWE with Knoxville. Every time I was in the ring with him, every time he snuck in the ring or he did what he did, or whenever his music hit, it was by far the biggest reaction on the show that night. And I know because I was in the ring for all of them, same Ted, so the fans love him. And I think what happened is there is such a gravitation towards him, and the response was so good that I think it ended up being this story further, which has been a good thing and a bad thing for me because, now I have to deal with all his shenanigans and his, all the stuff that comes with dealing with Johnny Knoxville. Sami Zayn wrapped his thoughts on Knoxville by expressing what aspect of the match does make him excited. But yeah, that performer side of me, for sure, is excited because I know the fans are excited. And I know they are getting a kick, Zayn included. I know every time his music hits, they are going to go crazy. And I think he is a great foil for my character. And I'm a good foil for him. He's a great prankster. And I'm the kind of villain that you want to see through. I think it's a natural fit for that. And he's a natural fit for WWE, his fans, the world of Jackass, and the world of WWE. It's like peas in a pod. So I am happy to be doing this. And I think I'm going to be even happier when I'm standing over him over the Bell House run and I've decimated him in the middle of Dallas. Who cares? Who cares about Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn? I legitimately don't care. Didn't the guy had a brain injury? I believe Johnny Knoxville had a brain injury a year ago. And yet you got him in the ring wrestling Sami Zayn. God, how worse can this get? I really don't care about the match. And if I was doing a good short feud booking, it would be Finn Balor because there's history there. Yeah. What is Finn Balor doing for WrestleMania? Most likely in a rematch with Damian Priest, more than likely. But man, John Nelson versus Sami Zayn, man, I really don't care about this match. I just no interest. So I'm glad Sami Zayn is happy. If he's happy and he wanted to re-sign with the WWE, then I'll still support him. And he already re-signed with the WWE, and more than likely it was a good idea because that AEW roster is bloated. And if he's happy, he's happy. Hey, Brie. Who is Brie? I don't know who that is. But yeah, moving on. Alex Roman is not there on SmackDown. Will he not be on the show tomorrow? Because he needs to be on the show tomorrow. But yeah. Okay. WWE reportedly headed to the UK for a premium live event. WWE has reportedly decided, what's up, Alex? Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Steve-O's. I'm doing fine. Welcome to the stream. WWE has reportedly decided on their long-awaited premium pay-per-view in the UK. As we've noted, a WWE special event has been rumored for the UK for years now. And there was talk in the fall of 2021 about possibly holding the 2022 SummerSlam event at Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales. But there was also talk of WWE potentially running other UK venues in September. This seemed to be confirmed when WWE announced a pay-per-view for Sunday, September 4th with location and name to be announced later. In an update, Russell Votes now reports that WWE has plans to hold their UK pay-per-view on Saturday, September 3rd at Principality Stadium in Cardiff. This date of Saturday, April 3rd is interesting because the WWE schedule currently has Sunday, September 4th reserved with the location and name to be announced later. But it looks like plans have changed and they were going with that Saturday instead. This will be Labor Day weekend in the United States. The first weekend of September is expected to be the same weekend that AEW will host their 2022 All Out pay-per-view. AEW ran that Sunday in 2021 and Saturday in 2020-2019. WWE was originally interested in that stadium because it has a retractable roof, which will help the unpredictable UK weather. The venue can hold up to 78,000 fans for a boxing or pro wrestling event. It was reported last fall that WWE also wanted to hold a Fan Fest event that weekend, and then a Raw TV taping the following Monday after the pay-per-view. There is no word yet on where the Raw will be held. WWE has not held a UK stadium show since the SummerSlam 1992 pay-per-view from Wembley, which was headlined by the WWE Intercontinental title match between WWE Hall of Famers Bret Hart and the British Bulldog David Boy Smith. The attendance number has been disputed, but WWE reported 80,355 fans in attendance for SummerSlam 1992. There is no word on what the September 2022 event from the UK will be called, but we will keep you updated as WWE should be making an announcement in the near future. What if you book a Sami Zayn at WrestleMania match? We've seen Sami Zayn versus Ricochet twice. I don't want to see it again. I won't be surprised if WWE does it for a third time. Sami Zayn versus Pete Dunne, if they kept him in the same gimmick, I would have loved that. Hey, bro, what are your thoughts on WWE Unified titles on WrestleMania 38? I believe it's a waste of time because they're not into the brand split. Alex, is it for the money though? I don't know. Alice, I think WWE is doing it because AEW's been thinking about touring there. Soon Khan have stated that. Yes, Tony Khan has talked about bringing AEW to the UK, and WWE wants to be the first to do it before AEW does it. So won't be surprised there. But I won't mind WWE holding the pay-per-view on a Saturday. I love the Saturday pay-per-views. If WWE and AEW decides to hold their pay-per-views on the same day, I'm all down for it. Because hopefully it will be a good night for pro wrestling. you can do the WWE UK show on Saturday, and it will start around 12 p.m. my time, 11 a.m., 12 p.m. I believe it starts at 7 o'clock at the UK time. So the pay-per-view in the States can go from 12 o'clock my time, or whatever you guys are located. It will go from 12 o'clock my time to probably about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or if it starts at 11 a.m., then we'll go from like 11 to 2, 3, and then kill off a couple hours, and then All Out starts at 7 o'clock. I'm all down for it. A WWE event and an AEW event on the same day, I'm all down for it, because that means WWE starts in the afternoon, AEW at nighttime. Bam! Or AEW might just go with the Sunday pay-per-views again and just put All Out on Sunday, September 4th, which I won't be surprised. But let me know what you guys think. Do you prefer the Saturday pay-per-views or the Sunday pay-per-views? You guys let me know, man. Me, honestly, I prefer Saturdays more. I really do. I really prefer Saturday pay-per-views, though. And hopefully AEW All Out is on Saturday. It's on the same day as the WWE pay-per-view. Because, hey, I'm on the grind. And that means 2 live streams in one day. I love doing double duty. So, yeah. All right. Let me take this sip of water, then I'll go in. WWE announces latest Performance Center class with daughter of WWE veteran Roxy and others. The latest class of WWE Performance Center recruits was officially announced today. The group of 14 WWE hopefuls reported to the Performance Center this past Monday to begin their training with the company. This class includes 2 wrestlers who are already working on the WWE NXT 2.0 brand, Fallon Henley and Kayla Inlay. Other familiar names in this class are inaugural Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Roxy, indie wrestler Nikita Knight, indie wrestler Jake Tucker, Santino Marella's daughter Bianca Carolel, if that's how you pronounce it. Yes, Bianca Carolel, the daughter of Santino Marella, has signed with WWE, indie wrestler Cole Carter, and indie wrestler The Notorious Mimi. Okay. This class also includes several pro athletes. I thought you wasn't looking for pro wrestlers. I thought you wasn't looking for them. I thought you didn't want indie wrestlers to be signed with delusional. Roxy is the only one I know of in this group. Notorious Mimi, I've heard of her, but I've never seen her. Alice, I hate Roxy, signed with WWE. I'm still gonna support her, whatever she does. You know, WWE was her lifelong dream, and you gotta respect that. And it's very good that she's trying out WWE, because she's only 20 years old. And if WWE doesn't work out, then another company will be waiting on her, and she'll be still young. 20 years? You're only 20 years old. You have a lot to accomplish in your career. Your career's WWE will not end your career. And you know, who knows? She might not want to be with WWE forever. She might want to be with them for a temporary thing, and then go and branch out to AEW or an Impact. Who knows? WWE welcomes newest class of recruits to the Performance Center. I already read this, but I will read off the names. Fallon Henley is a 24-year-old Tampa, Florida native with 5 years of pro wrestling experience under her belt, competing in the independent circuit under the name of Tesha Price. Kayla Inlay has already begun to make a name for herself on NXT 2.0 and NXT Level Up. A former collegiate dancer, I'll answer your comment in a minute once I read all this. Inlay was trained by former WWE superstar Tyler Breeze after training out of school. Flatbacks is what it's called. A 6'2", 300-pound force, Joseph Scullythorpe, is that how you pronounce it, was an NCAA All-Conference offensive lineman at NC State before signing with the Atlanta Falcons as an undrafted free agent. Originally from Hempstead, North Carolina, Scullythorpe was a high school state heavyweight wrestling champion. Okay. 18-year-old Maddie Kinsley. Ooh, 18 years old. And you're signing with the WWE? Okay. She just got out of high school. Is a 6-time state champion in vault, having trained in competitive gymnastics for 11 years. She also competed on the independent wrestling scene as Nikita Knight. Callie Hampton is a 22-year-old former athlete from the University of Oregon, having competed on the school acrobatics and tumbling team, earning NCAA individual event national championship honors. Michael LaValle has made a name for herself on the independent circuit under the moniker Mother Lover Jake Tucker, trained by the likes of WWE Hall of Famer Kane, Natalia, Tyson Kidd, and Dr. Tom Pritchard. Okay, so he was trained. LaValle won the 2014 WWE Show Us Your Superstar contest when he was 19, making a series of videos at the WWE Performance Center before appearing on the SummerSlam pre-show panel. Bianca Carolel, if I pronounced it right, the daughter of WWE superstar Santino Marella, okay, comes to the Performance Center after earning her bachelor's degree in biology from Western University. Carolel has extensive training in MMA fighting with a focus on judo, jiu-jitsu, and boxing. I believe she has a little bit of pro wrestling experience as well on the indies. So yeah. Cole McKinney from Charleston, West Virginia, has been honoring his craft for over a year and a half already after foregoing wrestling offers from multiple D1 universities to pursue his passion for professional wrestling, going by the rename Cole Carter on the independents. 22-year-old David Boston of Wilmington, North Carolina, has been a folk-style wrestler for 16 years while simultaneously training as a powerlifter. 6'4" Gabe Way heads to Florida from Corvallis, Oregon, following his tenure as a D1 rugby player at Lindenwood University. The 260-pound Army reservist was projected to be drafted into the Professional Rugby League. Now, this is the big one right here. Carla Gonzalez, Rossi's real name. Carla Gonzalez from Pasadena, Texas. I thought she was from Laredo, but okay. I know Booker T School is located in Houston. Maybe it's located around the Pasadena area. I don't know. I never driven by it before. So yeah, I am a Texas native, by the way. So yeah. Carla Gonzalez from Pasadena, Texas is better known as Roxy after graduating from Booker T's Reality of Wrestling School as the youngest ROW Diamonds champion. I can't pronounce this guy's name, but he's someone from Beltsville, Maryland. Stands at 6'3" and weighs 245 pounds after playing 4 years on the defensive line for Washington State University. Edwin Grande was a standout offensive lineman at the University of Idaho and Monterey Polinciata College. The Oakland, California native played for the Houston Blues football team during the 2020 Spring League. Amelia Hurd is an 18-year-old criminal justice major out of Westchester, Pennsylvania, with 2 years of Taekwondo training under her belt. She also competed on the independents as the Notorious Mimi. Oh, okay. I've heard the name, but I've never seen her wrestle or doing anything like that. But congrats to all of them, especially Bianca Caroline and Roxy. Those are the two big names coming out of that Performance Center class. Simone Johnson, the daughter of The Rock, I believe she's training in the Performance Center as well. She's signed with WWE. No need to rush her on TV. No need to rush her. I hope you're right, Dro. Alice Roxy's going to main event because Mr. McMahon likes her talent. I hope you're right about that. But knowing WWE Creative, I'm still going to support Roxy, whatever she does. I'm not one of those people that, oh, if you sign with WWE, your career is over. I'm not one of those people. Oh, if you sign with AEW, your career is over. No, I'm not one of those people. WWE was her lifelong dream. She gets to live it. You know, WWE made a nice acquisition of getting Santino Marella's daughter, Bianca. That's a nice acquisition. And then you got Simone Johnson in there, The Rock's daughter. She's still training. Like I said, no need to rush her on TV. No need to rush her. Roxy is TV ready. But honestly, I wouldn't debut her till the NXT after WrestleMania. So you got money in Roxy and Bianca. Those are the two biggest names. I don't really know anything about the Notorious Mimi. I have heard her name. I need to watch her matches or something like that. But yeah. But congrats to all the performers in the class. Congrats to all the new WWE signings. And let's see what's next for them. You know, let's not be negative. I already hear comments saying, "Oh, they'll be released in 6 months. Oh, you're just turning WWE into an AEW breathing ground. Oh, you're gonna give AEW more talent. Why are you signing all these people?" Stop. Just stop being negative. Stop. Give this a chance. To be honest, give this a chance. Oh, why did Roxy sign with the WWE? That's a stupid career decision. Oh, I can't. They're gonna release her. Shut up. Just shut up. Be patient. Let's see how this turns out. Hopefully, Roxy is TV ready. Honestly, but the other ones, let's not rush them to get on TV if they're not ready. Keep them in the PC until they're ready for TV. You know. But Roxy is TV ready. She got promos. She got everything. Bam. All right, moving on. Alice and the Rock's daughter as well because of the Samoan heritage. Yeah, WWE is gonna. Yeah, they're really. I believe the Rock's daughter will have a successful career in WWE. To be honest, and Santino Marella's daughter, and potentially Roxy. Those are the three women that's going to be successful. That I look at as being successful in the company. So yeah, Alice, your girl Roxy is going to debut tomorrow night. Yeah, honestly, she doesn't need NXT, man. She could go straight to the main roster. But honestly, I don't want to put her in NXT, man. Keep her in NXT for at least a year, and then she can go to the main roster. But if you're going to feed her to Charlotte or Becky, hell no. Keep her off the main roster. Keep her off of it. Finn Balor explains why he was away from WWE earlier this year due to visa issues. But those issues have been resolved, and he is good to go for the next decade. Balor took time away from WWE from January 17th through February 21st, causing him to miss the Royal Rumble. There was a lot of speculation on Balor's status, but he recently spoke with BT Sport and revealed that he had to take time off to go back to Ireland and fix his visa. Oh, okay. I didn't want to take any time off, Balor said. I didn't want to miss any shows. I didn't need any time off. I wasn't injured. I didn't need a rest. Legally, my visa needed to be renewed, and I needed to go home to Ireland and go to the U.S. Embassy to get a new visa. And that's why I wasn't at the Royal Rumble, and that's why I wasn't there for a month. Everyone asking questions. Finn's not here. Finn's not here. It was strictly a legal paperwork issue that had to be reciprocated. It had kind of been pushed on through COVID because we couldn't travel. And it was a window opened up, and we said, look, we're going to have to do it eventually. Let's just do it now. Balor continued and revealed that his visa is now good for the next 10 years. The time was taken reluctantly in January to take care of that paperwork, but thank God it's all taken care of now for the next 10 years to rebuild. Well, glad to see Finn Balor back. He has some visa issues. And the guy's back in the States doing his thing. I really hope WWE just sees more in him. And I just feels like WWE doesn't see any value in Finn Balor. So yeah. But he's the US champion. Do I want to go into it? Do I want to talk? I had something on The Undertaker, but looks like it's not really nothing big. So we're going to skip that. But it did turn on a Hall of Fame induction one time. Thunder Rosa talks about winning the AEW Women's World title. Thunder Rosa took to Twitter today and issued her first public comment since winning the title from Britt Baker in the Steel Cage main event of last night's St. Patrick's Day edition of AEW Dynamite. Rosa commented on how blessed and thankful she is and said there's a lot of work to be done. She said in quotation, I have no words to describe how I feel, the love, the energy, the results of yesterday's match. I'm blessed and I'm thankful. I just know there's a lot of work to be done. Gracias, gente por ese momento tan especial. You're new at AEW's Women's Champion, Thunder Rosa. I was reading something in Spanish, by the way. Rosa also retweeted a clip of her special entrance and her hometown pop from the San Antonio crowd and wrote the Thunder Rosa pop. Man, gracias, Thunder Rosa, man, for everything she's done, man. She's one of the hardest female workers in the industry, man. And I really we all appreciate Thunder Rosa and should appreciate Thunder Rosa for what she's been doing. You know, she's got her own promotion called Mission Pro Wrestling. She does that with her husband. I believe she's training her son to be a professional wrestler. I've seen her son come in and do some work. I believe so. She's gifting her son her talent, and if her son wants to be a professional wrestler, I'm all down for it. So yeah. And, you know, got in the younger talent, you know, get them to the top. You know, Thunder Rosa is an unselfish woman. And that's what I love about Thunder Rosa. She's unselfish. She's one of the hardest workers. She always wants to get new talent over. And we should all appreciate Thunder Rosa. And Thunder Rosa is our new AEW Women's World Champion. So, you want her as champion, you're going to lie in your bed. And you're going to enjoy this reign. And this AEW women's division is going to get crazy by the end of this year, man. Because you got potentially, when Candice LeRae is ready and mentally ready and physically ready to come back, training, and when she's ready, she'll be ready. When her WWE contract expires, Tony Khan will most likely pick up Candice LeRae. If you're getting Johnny Gargano, shouldn't you get Candice LeRae? Exactly. You got Candice LeRae potentially coming in by the end of this year. Taya Valkyrie, Amber Moon, a.k.a. Athena, Nissa Newell, a.k.a. Tegan Knox, Tony Storm maybe, Deonna Purrazzo under the new ROH AEW banner. You got, hopefully Tony Khan sees something in Miranda Alizé, because that's what I want to see coming from AEW. And then Mia Yim, that's 8 women I named. And who else? That's really it, man. That's all I can think of right now. But yeah, I would love to see all those women working in AEW, man. And I appreciate Thunder Rosa for everything she's done, man. One of the hardest women's workers in the industry. Alice, your girl Roxy is going to challenge Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey tomorrow night. Nah, I wish, but no. Keep her away from the horsewomen, unless it's Bayley or Charlotte. I mean Bayley or Sasha. Keep her away from Charlotte and Becky. No, thank you. Because if they feed her to Charlotte and Becky, I'll be pissed. Like, legitimately. And for the breaking news that I just got, we got some news on the AEW console video game. Story mode confirmed. New details are being revealed on a much anticipated AEW console video game. A new report from Fightful Select notes that there will be a story mode for the game and that some of the AEW wrestlers are given input into the game storylines. It was also noted that several wrestlers of the Ukes team that helped create popular Raw vs. SmackDown video games are also a part of this story mode process. While Ukes is known to be the developer of the AEW video game, no publisher has been announced. It's believed that once the publisher is confirmed, there will be more information released, such as a release date and other details. Kenny Omega is said to be determined for the AEW video game to be a success, and word is that he understands how integral a great showing could be. The video game is reportedly coming along as AEW music producer Mikey Ruckus recently stated that there was a soft deadline for some of the music for the story mode to be completed the week before the recent AEW Revolution pay-per-view. Furthermore, new AEW Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa recently revealed that her prototype for the game has already been created and was shown to her. The official AEW video game is scheduled to be released on PlayStation 5, PS4, and all the Xbox platforms. Xbox Series, XS, and Xbox One. Yeah. Very glad to hear that AEW is slowly taking their time on their new video game. No need to rush it. No need to rush it, man. Be patient. The video game is going to be out around 2023. Around 2023 it should be out. 2024 maybe at the latest. So be patient. The video game will be out. Just be patient. Who is Roxy? Roxy is a 20-year-old professional wrestler from Texas. She trained under Booker T. She was the youngest ROW reality wrestling women's champion. She was the first ever ROH women's champion by defeating Miranda Alizé at Death Before Dishonor. Go check her out, man. You will not be disappointed at a Roxy match. Give me a Roxy versus Sasha Banks match. Boy, I would. Take my money. Give me a Roxy versus Bayley. A Roxy versus Cora Jade. Roxy versus Dakota Kai. Roxy versus... who else? I won't mind a Roxy versus Becky. I won't mind a Roxy versus Charlotte match. Just if they're willing to put Roxy over. I wouldn't mind a Roxy versus Io Shirai. I think Roxy versus Sasha Banks can be one of the greatest women's matches WWE has ever produced if they give it the time they need. But man, that's all I got for you, man. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, yeah, Sasha and Bayley will build her up. Yeah, please give it a like, give it a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the stream. And oh, thank y'all. We just hit 1,300 subscribers. We just hit 1,300 subscribers. I really appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to create a poll. I don't know if I'm going to do a SmackDown live stream or a Rampage live stream. I'm most likely going to do SmackDown because that's the bigger show. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown. And I will keep you guys updated on if I'm going to cover Rampage tomorrow night. So, love y'all. Take care. And have a good rest of your Thursday, all right? I'm out.